how to describe Zach in one word, I think team player is it.
Zach, you bring out the best in your team whether you know it or not. You have a great way of bringing out honesty and holding a standard to the work that we do.
Got a great heart for this team, and he cares a lot about everyone not only getting along, but how well we work together.
Zach goes above and beyond to truly know people. He likes to make sure that they know him.
The quote that I think of when I think of Zach is one from Harry Potter. It says, "It takes a lot of courage to stand up to your enemies, but even more to stand up to your friends." And that's something I think I see a lot from Zach. And he's very good at pulling us all aside individually and as a group collectively, and just finding ways to have teaching moments, to see if we're all okay, to see if maybe something's going on at home, just to see if, hey, is everything going smooth for you guys? Happen to notice a small hiccup in the dynamic or what have you. Zach is always the first one to kind of pull us all aside and just check on us.
He actually called a team meeting. Man, that takes a lot of courage to do that with your peers, to say, hey man, can we all get together and talk about this and see how we can improve? Being a manager and a leader of people, to have a team member that would be willing to do that, man, it helps tremendously with morale, and it takes a lot of courage, the willingness to just not let mediocrity be it.
Zach keeps the builder team united and working towards the same goal. He has the difficult conversations when needed. He helps the less experienced, and he definitely leads by example. Love you, Zach.
Love you, and you're a great builder. We thank you for all that you do for our team.
Hey man, just keep doing what you're doing, brother. We love you. Love to have you on the team, man.
Megan Johnson. If I had to describe Megan in one word, I think it would be joyful.
If I had to describe Megan in one word, I would definitely say deliberate. And that's just the actions she takes, the moments, the feelings that she gives you.
She's really impacted every single person in this region. Every day she comes in with such a great attitude and really challenges herself to connect with every department in a real genuine way.
She sent out a survey earlier this year and just asked her team to rate her with 10 different questions, and was very frank that she wanted honesty and just straight feedback so that she could improve in her role as a connections coordinator, and then receive the results and begin to implement those results. Was impacted by Megan just by the fact that she shared that with me and told me she had done that, encouraged me to do the same in my role.
It's just hard to come up with one word, but I did it. And that word is soaking. So I chose soaking really just because Megan's that person that not only is her door open all the time, but the moments that you go in there, she is just in that moment with you, fully connected, really just intentional about hearing that individual out, as well as taking that time to pray over that person. And she just doesn't leave it there. There's also a follow-up that happens with Megan. I think she's great in that sense that she just doesn't let anyone feel forgotten.
Just the intentionality that she brings to her role is very inspiring. A couple of days where God was really working in me. I wanted to talk to somebody about it, and the first person I thought was Megan. As soon as I walked in, she knew we were going to talk about something deep, and I just opened up to her, and she just was 100% led by the Spirit in everything she said. It was very comforting to know that we have someone in our building every day that is truly led by the Holy Spirit.
She came in just able to connect with people spot on in the moment. She is extremely discerning. She's capable of seeing things and actually calling things out in people.
Hey Megan, I am super proud of you. You bring excellence to everything that you do. And even though you can't hear it, we are all applauding you right now. Congratulations.
I would say that everybody, all of us, feel the impact of Alyssa's excellence. If you've ever been to an event at the Willows, then you can definitely see her excellence at work.
doing her best is just a part of who she is.
She has truly grown our Willows team from the ground up. She has worked tirelessly to develop our venue into a beautiful space that not only can assist a guest in whatever they want to celebrate, but it also can bless them.
She has taken the Willows from the day that it opened. She has really played a vital part in making it what it is today. And she continues to just push us and get us excited about working hard to make the Willows even better.
I think one of the first times I really saw Alyssa in the pursuit of excellence was the first time that we set tables together for a wedding and putting on tablecloths. She instructed me that all of the tablecloths should have the middle fold running in the same direction. She just wanted them all the same way. And to me, that really said a lot because she wanted everything to be perfect, even down to the smallest detail, like the seams in the tablecloths. So I can tell you that brides absolutely love that because she is all about the details and making sure that everything is done absolutely as perfectly as possible.
She doesn't shy away from having conversations and looking inwardly on herself about how she can improve, and I feel like that posture of a manager is so impactful for me. It makes me want to show up and have that heart just like she does. I know that our brides and the people that we serve with events are often just in awe of her because of the way that she is able to be so calm in the most stressful of situations. And I feel like that just describes the most excellent quality in someone who does manage events and also manage people.
She is someone who will sacrifice her time and her resources to provide excellence for other people.
Such a gift to this company and to my life.
Alyssa, I love you and I look up to you in the way that you serve others, and I just appreciate all that you do.
Alyssa, absolutely nobody deserves an award for excellence more than you do. You strive for excellence every day. It is evident to all of us, and I could not be more proud to have you on my team and to be a part of your life. Congratulations. We love you.
So when I think about Roy, the word wisdom comes to mind.
Roy just deeply cares about other people and is constantly thinking about others. And in our region, we're all blessed by that.
Describing him in one word would be caring. You know, one of the biggest ways that he's impacted our team is his calm approach, not just to our team, but to our trade partners, to our inspectors, the city, the people that we deal with. So that's just such a refreshing approach in our business for sure.
Roy will affirm you when you're right. He will tell you when you're wrong, but in a way that makes you want to do better. The smile that he has on his face and the stuff he does behind the scenes that nobody sees really affirms to me that he is that father figure of our office.
Roy has been very intentional about unifying others, and I really think that he exemplifies how to be a pillar of unity. One instance specifically I remember is when Rachel and I caught and Jen were out on bereavements, and I remember him coming to my office because he had encouraged the teams at the construction meeting to send them a text or simply to pray for them as they were approaching the end of their bereavement time. He wanted me to share that with the team so that everybody in the office will be aware of just showing some love or word of encouragement to them, so that they knew that when they came back they would have open arms and open hearts from all of us being their work family. So that was really inspiring, just knowing how much he was thinking about them in those moments. So that again was just an example of his unifying efforts to get us all together into thinking and loving one of our own.
It's also precious just to see the men in the region that I'm at, how much they admire Roy. I mean, so many of them at various moments and in various times have said that they want to be a dad like Roy. They want to be a husband like Roy. They want to serve the Lord like Roy does. I've had multiple people in my office sit down and say that about him. There's one moment that sticks out specifically, and I had just a young man sitting in my office, and we were just talking about his future, and he was saying, Roy and I talked about this recently, and I just wanted to get his input. I was like, oh yeah, you and Roy are close. And he was like, well, I try to get as close to Roy as I can. I want to be just like him when I'm older. I want to be like the man that Roy is. And I thought it was so profound, because I think it's really telling to hear what people say about you when you're not around. And it is certainly telling to hear how amazing people think that Roy is.
Roy, congratulations. You absolutely deserve the award for unity.